I see this. I'm sorry we're late.
You think she's in there?
She's getting ready to be.
Already loading up
I've preloaded my
scolding.
I've preloaded my apology to the worst bully I've ever met in my life. Pocket egg rolls coming in. About to get scolded for being late. I'm sorry, okay? I was talking to Kyle about personal stuff that was inappropriate for stream. I bet I got a message. I got several messages. Okay, not from them. I hope Roku stops by.
Miss that guy.
I knew we were going to get scolded.
Whole 12 minutes behind.
I'm sorry. Me and Kyle were talking about life for a little bit, and it got away from us. I knew you were going to scold us. Forgive me. I have sinned.
John Travolta is the Witcher.
Dude, have you seen I don't even care about John Travolta.
I was spamming the refresh button.
Oh,
that
man.
makes me feel horrible.
Yeah, I low-key feel bad. That was my fault. I take the blame for this. I take the blame for that. I'm sorry. We were talking about life things that were not appropriate for stream. Not because they were bad. Yeah. It's just I'm not trying to air out laundry on stream here. And it wasn't even bad laundry. It was just, I apologize. I feel really bad now. Eat an egg roll for me. Valid reason. Okay.
And when I'm back. What were you about to say?
I don't even remember.
You're saying,
John Travolta? Dude, I don't even care about John Travolta, okay? But have you seen the picture of him and he's 71 years old?
No, what's he look like?
Dude.
Does he look good or bad?
I have goals.
Oh, really?
Dude. The dude's a creep, sex pest weirdo.
Yeah.
But look at this guy for 71 years old.
Are you showing me the bald picture or the made up?
This here. Like, yes, he's got cosmetic surgery and hair plugs, but dude, that's a 71-year-old human.
Yeah.
You could tell by the eyes.
Yeah.
But dude, that dude's killing the game at 71.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of makeup on there, but I don't even, because I don't want to, I don't want to get political, but our last president, you couldn't put enough makeup on him to make him look that good.
Right? That's a 71-year-old man. Like, I low-key got goals.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's inspiring as heck. Okay, yeah, he probably has Botox. Okay, yeah, he probably has some other cosmetic surgery, but still, it didn't look awful. He's not got plastic face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow. I don't even care about that guy. I don't like any one of his movies, I don't think at all.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't mind musicals, so I don't hate Grease, if I'm honest. Bro, that's crazy. Like I said, I don't hate Grease. Like, I don't hate a lot of those older, like, I don't say older, but like Hairspray. Some of those are fun, you know? I got that theater kid in me somewhere.
Fiddler on the Roof's my man.
That's such a good one, though.
That's so good.
The If I Were a Rich Man song.
So
good song. What's Match? Make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. That's some good stuff, dude.
What is the Fiddler on the Roof? Fiddler on the Roof.
Dude, that was what was funny. That's my grandma's favorite musical, by the way.
Wedding.
So we bought it for her on DVD back when DVD became like a huge deal. And we watched it with her. It's like a 5-hour movie, dude. We watched it with her, and that's when I heard all those songs. Then that's when a couple years later, that's when Gwen Stefani released Rich Girl. And so I knew the whole time what it was. And so whenever it would come on, I would jokingly say, if I were a rich man. And everybody's like, why do you keep doing that? Keep in mind, I'm like late middle school. And I was like, I thought everybody kind of just had an understanding of it.
This is what I danced at my wedding with my mom.
Oh.
It's such a cool movie. Anyways, that's a good movie. I miss Mama, dude. My mom, I swear to you, there's no one on earth can hurt my feelings because of my mom. My mom not only beat my ass worse than any human has ever beat my ass, but it's impossible for you to hurt my feelings. Like, it's not, but it's very, very, very hard.
To me, my parents were not like that. My siblings were.
My mom humbled my ass regularly.
Yeah.
She's like, what is wrong with you, you retarded jackass? Like, dude, she laid into me. She was really good at, like, keeping me humble when I was getting out of line. Bro, I found my new favorite playlist, which is meditation music. Ooh, but I jumped back into this recently, dude. I forgot how freaking cool this is. In you. This came out in 1998. I was 12. Foster. This is, in my opinion, this band and Nothing Face started that whole emo, new metal thing. Because of you, you don't like it. You don't like it. Four-star man band, you don't like it.
There we go. It was his left eye.
Oh, okay.
It was his left eye had a John Travolta lean to it.
The out-of-tune singing, dude. So sad. What if you don't like it?
Ayako sang something really mean to us.
What?
Ayako sang something really mean to us.
What is it?
It says, you're old. It's continuing off your singing.
The worst bully in my life is a
high school girl. Dude, I was bullied all day by a 55-year-old woman.
We're catching no slack, Dial.
I'm getting it from both ends of the timeline.
We're getting no slack, Dial.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it was, well, without revealing any details, I found out today, too, she was being mean to me, and I've only ever been nice to this woman. And I knew that she was trying to be mean to me to provoke another person, but I think I finally unlocked the understanding today that it wasn't the person I thought it was. The reason she gets mad at that person is because she tries to use them to get at those same people, and that person gives her the same energy. The old
That's amazing.
Twitch. Wait, told me.
What? We were late, and we got yelled at for being late. I was talking to him about some stuff, and I took us 12 minutes late. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. One more time.
Hello, though. Hello, Roku. It's good to see your text.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I wasn't planning on getting hyped up with music, but
I don't know, what are you doing, man?
I was going to play guitar in a minute, but this is such a good song. Now I want to listen to this. This came out the same year, 1998. This song is about self-mutilation.
Oh.
Scratch the tears and for good. Sadist feels good. Life can't hurt on TV. Try more. Oh, Godspeed. Oh, what is this?
Yo, tomorrow I'm going to buy and install wheels and do her oil change and four-wheel alignment for my grandma. Hello, Ayako. Roku had 3 energy drinks before he logged on.
Got what you came for when hate is blind. Anger persists to drown. Love you. Say your knife just won't kill. Try hard, want it now. When the taste is taste, do you rest your face? No eyes will close, the holes grow. See what you go through with bleeding eyes. Got what you came for when hate is blind. You told me not to.
Oh yeah, the messages. Hold up, BRB.
All right, we'll dig into this, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Send me a block of text.
Oh, still from the beef?
Bro might be gone for an hour. I love this so much. So he starts with the high harmony. The start of new days. Most of the time you go to this on the second go around. He starts here and then he goes down to the root. It gets a reverse. So sick, dude. The start of new days has nothing changed. The sick knows no pain. The start of new days has nothing changed. The sick knows no pain. The start of new days has nothing changed. The sick knows no pain. The start of new days Has nothing changed? The sick knows no pain. The start of new days. Has nothing changed? The sick knows no pain. The start of new days. Has nothing changed? The sick knows no pain. The start of new days. Has nothing changed? The sick knows no pain. That's such a cool line, dude. The start of new days has nothing changed. You know, I posted that one time, that section, and you know who liked that?
Who?
And actually commented on it? Was Karen, she'll never see this, so I don't mind saying her name. Karen Lynch. I was like, what?
I'm back.
Okay, he's back.
Wow, that's a new record, Ayako. Ayako responded so quick to that.
She's incredible. She's such a bully. She keeps you humble, dude. There's no place for you in this.
There was a hole in my sock. I'm gonna read all of his chicks like
all caps.
Yeah. There was a hole in my sock.
Can you adhere and show us strength? You fucked us all, done nothing straight, but I can't tell, 'cause this is strange. Still we won't crawl, and we won't fall.
He said I found out how to turn off caps lock.
Just so you something, you fucker, just ritually like this. Yeah, scrape out his eyes. Whoa. Now shave his head and face and ass. Just get it ready, 'cause I want to make it last. It's fucking perfect, show the world. What? How mad was that guy when he wrote that, dude?
I didn't realize that was as aggressive as it was.
Dude, we won't fall. There is no place for you in this.
So I got a new game, Cat with Glasses.
Away from us. Can you adhere and show us strength? You fucked us all, done nothing straight, but I can't tell, 'cause
A
this
cool
is
cat with
strange.
glasses.
We won't
That is
fall,
correct.
and we won't fall. Almost done with this, dude. I love this one too. I love the depressing endings of these songs. Like songs traditionally end with something upbeat, or they end with like a dramatic ending, and this band does this kind of ending so perfectly. Is why I will always absolutely love them. 20 years ago, you told me I would listen to this album as much as I still do. Well, I would have never believed you. I know I'll be alone again. I know I'll be alone again. You hated me. I can't take steps towards God when you keep on holding me back. Oh yeah, dude. I'll be alone again. I know I'll be alone again.
It's a really fun game. Wait a minute. A cool cat with glasses is the name of the game? I thought you were correcting me about what I labeled that sticker.
This song, and then I'll get the business on the text, I promises. Dude, these guys were so good live. The guy had a shotgun on stage in Pops that looked exactly like that Remington 870 I had sitting over there. and it was filled with blanks that shot some kind of confetti crap, but it sounded like a real shotgun, and he was just shooting it the whole time on stage. Dude, this band was crazy. So you know, and all it was something beautiful. When tides and dreams don't seem so tall, and all it was something beautiful. When tides and dreams don't seem so tall. That's so cool.
Oh, that sounds dope.
This band is awesome, dude. They only have one album, I think. This was our Back Road Trip song with Road Sodies and Willie Nelson sticks. You'll understand why, too.
Car. Oh, is that the car simulator piece that you got? Sheldon doing much. Oh, dope. How about you?
He got arrested with heroin on him. Anyway. I figured you would appreciate that hard transition. He did, in fact, get caught. Okay, we're jumping into the messages. There's a lot to digest. Oh my gosh, can you preface this for us? Who are we talking? Who is this person? Rest in peace, Garf. What is this? Who's Garf? What's happened here? A cat? Rest in peace, Garf. Okay, here it is. Fast food and gas every now and then. For the most part of you living with me, I've provided. I helped when Garf got sick. I helped get you to your dates. I let you use my car when I wasn't there. I gave you money to get rides to work when you didn't have it. I knew we had our moments and our disagreements. I'll even admit, Wednesday morning, I was being a petty asshole. But never would I have thought you would go out of your way to ruin my professional image in our place of work. I never thought you'd give a guy with a gun my address. And to keys, ready to just come in at any time. I never would have thought of you, of all people, would lie and tell everyone that I was forcing you to move when I wasn't. And I bet you still haven't told them that I didn't actually kick you out. I really truly hate to say this, and I wish it never would have come down to this. But if you can't admit to lying about being kicked out, and if you can't apologize to me, for all of this like a man, that I want absolutely nothing to do with you outside of work. If you cannot make things right, when I don't want you in my life whatsoever, it's up to you, man. Try to make it right, and we can keep being brothers. Or you can end everything right here and now. All 5 years gone. You know what it reminds me of? Halfway Morgan Freeman and halfway that guy that, here's the carrot call. Oh, did I read this out of order? I did. This is the beginning, I'm sorry. This is really the beginning. These sent, he didn't probably mean to do that, but it sent him out of order. I paid, what voice? You guys like that voice or should I mix it up?
It's killing me. So funny.
Let's get the audience. You want me to do it more like Barack Obama? Or do you like the halfway Morgan Freeman? Hell yeah, I do. Which one? You want to hear Barack Obama? Like this. I paid to help leave your dad's. Drove you to Ohio and pick you up. Or did you like the other one? I helped paid to help leave your dad's. And drove to Ohio to pick you up. Which one's better? What do they say? Yeah, okay. This one here? Okay. I helped to pay you leave your dad's. And drove to Ohio to pick you up. I let you stay even though I wasn't supposed to. And knowing that, I could get in trouble for it. I took you to work. Even started working there myself to make the commute easier. Before winter, when we had nothing, I provided. Yeah, you got groceries, fast food, and gas every now and then. For the most part of you living with me, I've provided. I helped when Gorf got sick. And then we know the rest. Because I read it out of order. The music, this is a whole experience.
But I like that you added that that scene dictation at the end, still in character. You're like, and we know the rest because I read it out of order.
This is why they come. So what's the skinny here, man? Do you feel like you're out of line at all? Do you feel like there's some blame on you a little bit in this? Or is this guy just flying off the handle? You don't feel like you're to blame? Well, I know we saw the messages. And I'm not trying to be this guy to you, but this is just old man stuff. There's two sides, and I'm not saying you're wrong though, but there's two sides, you know. Does that make sense? And I know that's, so I wish I could use some examples of some things that I've been going through lately, but I really don't want to talk about it live on the internet. And here's why I sympathize with you. I'm not taking responsibility for the stuff that's happening on my end. Full responsibility. But I also had to be very honest about the parts that I contributed to, because even if the person doesn't point it out, I still have to be real with myself and say, you know what? I contributed to this at least somewhat. You know what I mean, man? I believe you though. I believe you that it's a little, you know. All I'm offering that for is not necessarily to be like, that's what you have to do, or okay, cool. I appreciate that. Wants a full opinion. I'm not saying like just take what's important for you. This is something, since you don't really know me, but this is something I always like to tell people. When I offer advice, I'm not giving you like an all in or an all like, yeah, I'm right or anything like that. Just take what is important and leave what isn't. It's not like I don't know the whole context. I can't possibly know the whole context. I can only draw from a situation that's similar. And if you're honest with yourself, at least from my own point of view and the things I've handled, there's part of you has messed this up also. I'm not saying it's all on you. I'm not saying that you're the reason that the whole thing broke or that you should take the blame or you should carry the guilt. But for your own sake, at least, be really reflective about, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have did that or said that, or, you know, I've said things to other people about my situation and I shouldn't have said, and I should have kept things to myself, and I shouldn't have said things to the person, and I shouldn't have said things to the other people involved that I wish I would have just kept to myself or not said at all because I was angry or felt slighted, and I just had to be real with myself, and I ended up apologizing, but standing my ground. Like, I forgive you. I don't think things can be the same, and I also need to apologize for me contributing to this the ways that I have. I mean, we're not perfect, man. So, something, you know what I mean? Don't burn bridges. What's that thing you sent me? People don't realize I'll burn the bridge when I'm standing on it.
Yeah, people don't realize I'll burn the bridge that I'm standing on just to prove I don't mind to swim.
Yeah, if you want. And you don't have to do it in here. You can send me a message on Discord if you want, if you'd rather it not be in Twitch chat, or if you want me to read it in the narrator voice. This music,
dude, this is like, yeah.
This is just a meditation playlist. It's incredible. It's been really, like, the baby loves it.
Oh, I'll bet.
On a side note, while he's typing that up.
No, it's RQ. I don't know what that means. What's RQ mean? Real quick, probably.
Yeah.
Haha. Dude, I'm so young and hip.
They did, so like...
But he was not young and hip.
Don't talk about his knees. They did like an extra treatment after me finally telling them I have hard water here. They did this extra treatment on my hair yesterday, and this stuff feels like baby ass cheeks right now.
Have you... So, we're going to just jump right past that real quick. No, I'm kidding. But we are. But
in fact, we are. It's so... My hair is so soft right now. It's crazy.
I got a shower head that has a filter in it, and it does make a difference. My skin was like...
Okay, see, we talked about that too.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, the one I got was on Amazon. It was like maybe $40-$50, and it's one that you don't have to constantly replace filters.
Okay.
Like, it's got a bunch of rocks and stuff in it, I think. But it, like, my skin doesn't feel as like dry and stuff whenever...
I'm going to do that, dude.
Now, my apartment's still dry, but...
My hair feels crazy different right now. Like, I can't wait until it, like, kind of relaxes. Like, every time we get done, what ends up happening is because the lady likes to play with my hair, she sits and curls it. And then every woman in the room's got to come over and talk about it and touch it and talk about it. And so it's wholesome. It's fun. I like being like, I feel like a zoo animal. But the curls are, you can still kind of see the curls that are really, like, she curls like almost each individual strand. It's really intense.
That's the thing, is you've got that... Oh man, did I not bring that?
I used to not take better care of my hair, and then a buddy of mine's hair looked like absolute dog water.
It was me. No, I'm just
It wasn't you. It was Brad. His hair looked like dog water, and he cut it. And the lady said, if you're going to have long hair, you really ought to take care of it. And that convicted me because my hair was looking rather rat's nasty. I mean, I wasn't getting regular haircuts for like 2 years. I was doing the undercut myself, and it was a mess. And only recently have I started to care. And, dude, I get stopped and complimented, and the amount of attention that I get from people about hair is weird. Like, I didn't know hair mattered that meant that much to people. Okay. And he said, yes, you can get your stuff out of my house. I was confused and upset before I went to any coworker. I asked, can you help me move then? Okay, he said in the beginning, he sent you the colorful Oompa Loompa guy. I hate to say that, but that burn is so, like, you look like this, dude. That was...
There's been once or twice where someone said something mean to me, and I'm like, I wish that wasn't as funny as it was.
I know. Sometimes you get roasted. Like, what did they say to me one time? I had that bomb energy drink sitting up there, and the shop foreman goes, what, they didn't have any more losers? I was like, damn it, that's actually good. Said you're being lazy.
Later said I had practice.
Let me ask you this: does his girlfriend live with him?
Yep.
You guys didn't actually accidentally become friends, did you? I'm not saying you did anything. I'm just wondering, did you? Okay. Just wondering, because I was just gonna say he maybe got jealous if you started to become friends with her. I've seen that happen. See, now, on a different note here, but not really, it's slightly, like Kyle and myself, we were having this little talk where we don't really, for a long time I didn't think people should live together until they got married, for obvious reasons. But the older I get, man, because you see what's happening here with him having a fallout with his roommate. I know he's not marrying a dude, that's not what I'm trying to say. But dude, you don't realize how much you just will kind of not, you're like, oh, this was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean,
so I always go back and forth. I'm like, there is no perfect answer to this.
It's a hard.
I feel like you learn so much actual information when you live with a person.
I was about to say it's a hard thing when you enter a variable of age.
Interesting. Okay, so he thinks you're in the wrong too.
No, wait. He said, so I showed one of the coworkers the text and said, hey, am I in the wrong? And if not, can you help me move?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of get that too. I've made that mistake too, where you kind of air your laundry out, and maybe like I shouldn't have, and that can deepen the contempt here. It might, you know what, man? It might just be this. It might be you're living with him, and it was kind of like all this little building of resentment, and then there may not actually be like one thing. It might be like a whole cascade of resentment, unfortunately.
So me and my now brother-in-law, we lived together for a couple years, and it was one of those instances where like he never really complained about anything being around me, which would make people assume that I was okay, or that he wasn't high maintenance. And it wasn't that I was high maintenance, but he would do, like, I'll just share on here because it's fun. I think it's funny now because we were like young guys, but he would like take my clothes and every now and then I'd be like, whatever. That's not a big deal. But then like he was like stealing my underwear, and I'm like, dude, that's not cool. And he's like, everybody does that. You do that. I was like, no, I don't. And that was like every time that I would bring something up that was like, hey, you crossed the line, he'd be like, everybody does this. This is normal. You do this. And never, that would never be the case. And so I was like, no, I don't. No, you don't. Like, not everybody does that. And so like, and then he would just blow it off, laugh, act like I was being ridiculous, and move on.
I ain't wearing another dude's panties.
That's what I'm saying. And he was just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. We have the same underwear. And I'm like, no, we don't. And then like, what set it off is like, I had that argument, and he was like, I had these like, because I would wear button-up shirts a lot, and so I had these like white T-shirts that I would get, and I would just wear underneath them.
Yeah, like a V-neck.
Yeah. And he would take them, and then when I would want to go wear them, I wouldn't have them. And then his argument was, well, we have the same ones, the same brand or whatever. So I was like, that's annoying. You can still make that work, but I'll go above and beyond, and I'll go get a brand he doesn't have, a color he doesn't have, so that I just have them and they can be mine. And I literally bought them, and the Sunday, it was like for church Sunday, that I went down to open the bag to take the first one out and put it on. The bag had been ripped open, and he had taken one out and was wearing it. And it was the most silly, benign thing, but that little action was enough that I blew up and I punched him in the head. And it was just like, we had to be separated. We didn't talk for like 3 days, and had a shouting match with each other. And it was like, that little instance seemed like nothing, but it was because of the I don't want to say microaggressions, but it was because I had tried to kindly let him know all those months and months and months, hey, you're pushing me here in my safe space, and I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't like that. I find that disrespectful. And rather than it being like, oh, okay, sometimes he pushes back, sometimes he gives in, he was just never listening to me and never doing anything. And at some point, if somebody doesn't do that, you explode and over something seemingly stupid.
Right. And so we're going to read his message here in a minute. I like that you offered that, because that's that energy I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
And so where it can feel unfair to Roku and disruptive is he's kind of like blindsided.
Right.
Like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
Like, I didn't see this coming. And that can make you feel very overwhelmed and almost like, what gives, bro? Like,
yeah.
It kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, see, he's into that. And then he said no, and then I talked to the other coworker, and he agreed. And so he might be upset too there with like that you're kind of letting people in on what he might want to keep private. And not that you were trying to even do that on purpose, but that just might be one other thing that he's just getting upset about.
Also, I wanted to say this because my dad did this. We're just trying to offer you perspective, because, like we said, being old and having had conflicts like this with people, we have the hindsight of realizing that maybe we did things along the way
that didn't help.
That didn't help a situation.
He says he gets that. Yeah.
Okay, so like we're just trying to offer, because it'll be more helpful if you understand what happened rather than just constantly being confused. That's the worst.
And yeah, man, I mean, the wisdom of the old. That's right, the ancients, dude.
We have lived, and therefore we have seen.
That's one of the reasons why I actually don't mind being older. It's like, man, when you're, it's tough when you're figuring everything out still.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you like listen to us and take any of our advice, it's still not going to be easy.
Right.
And you still have to do some of these things on your own. But I can sympathize with him, because if you're on the receiving end of that, it's like all of a sudden you get blindsided.
And you're like, what happened?
Right? And then you're like, man, this is crazy. And he has this list of grievances. Well, then this happened. And then you kind of feel like, man, I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Yeah, so, okay,
You know what I mean?
If we want to go into this too, I was on that end of it with one of my exes. Whereas, like, I guess I had done stuff along the way that they thought was not cool, but they never wanted to have conflict with me, so they never brought it up. Now, had they, I would have been more cool talking about it, but they never did. And then all of a sudden one day, they just dropped that shoe, and they were like, you do this, this, and this, and I hate it, and I can't stand it anymore, and I need to go. And it's like, okay. You never said anything about any of that. It wasn't even on my radar. Not only did I not realize it was hurting your feelings, I didn't even realize I did it because you never said anything about it.
Right.
And there was a lot of other things in that situation that happened, but that was one of the things. So it was like, that was an instance where it was like, okay, I'm not 100% absolved.
And not to just throw a wrench in everything we just tried to establish, but also this, though, sometimes people can do that out of nowhere to try to justify the fallout.
Yeah.
Later. To try to be like, well, wait a minute. I don't really want to put the emphasis on the thing that makes me seem like I'm in the wrong.
Yeah.
So I need to come up with a list of grievances real quick to change this. That can also happen.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's a good point.
But anyways, usually that happens when a person gets caught being funky.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, well, I wouldn't have been that way. And then usually I see that as the defense.
Yeah.
The list of grievances. But, yeah, no, it stinks being on the receiving end of just that. But it kind of activated my PTSD for some reason when he was pressing me for the keys. And I got to a point where it basically shut down from work and had to go to my coworker office where she kind of has the same trauma as me, but she knows how to deal with it. I got to a point where I was involuntarily or violently shaking, according to her, or shaking nonstop. Yeah, you're anxious. Your nervous system's going weird. You're in fight or flight mode. I mean, this meditation music's actually perfect right now.
I feel like it is. Good choice, John.
I just been rocking this playlist, and I was like, I kind of want to keep the vibe going. We underestimate how much, because here's the crazy part. I lived a large part of my childhood completely free from the internet. I was the first person I knew that had internet access, to give you an idea. And that didn't happen until...
Aiko, don't say anything.
Oh, it's coming. She's already typing.
I heard her keys clacking. Just...
What, you couldn't go outside during recess because of dinosaurs either?
Yeah.
No.
Pterodactyl's gonna take you away.
Yeah, we're fine. I had egg rolls still, though. So don't worry about that. I already know you knew I was thinking. You don't need to say it. What I was saying, though, is we're like the last generation to remember that life before the internet, guys. It was way different.
Yeah.
Way different.
We were lucky enough to be poor, so I had to wait extra long.
There was no internet. There was no Twitch. There was no YouTube. There was no wireless earbuds. Yeah. There was no Snapchat. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 16.
Same. Oh, I was 17. Because we joke about that because I had a younger brother. So my sister got one when she got her license, and I had my permit because we were about there. But my parents were like, well, it's a family plan, so we're obviously going to get one for Ryan. And he was like 12 or 13 at the time, so it was just like, okay.
Yeah. But back then, it was the phone, like, it text. And
it was a Nokia brick that was my first phone.
Yeah,
like,
that was mine. It's all you did was text on it. It had a tiny little digital screen. It was not useful.
Yeah.
Other than phone.
Yeah, I didn't have text. My mom was not going to pay. It was like 10 cents a message for that. They didn't have unlimited yet.
He couldn't use internet. Roku couldn't use internet till he was 13, so he had a similar kind of.
There you go.
Similar kind of existence. And so I say all this to say, like, we didn't have oh, she bought cookies? That's cool. That's nice. There wasn't all this noise. We really do, and I'm even this way. I always got like an earbud in. I'm listening to a podcast or some silly crap while I'm doing stuff. And then I've just really been realizing this. Why I found this meditation playlist of just, we underestimate how much clutter we have, even if it's not negative.
Right.
It's just if you constantly have the thing in your ear.
Can you hear me through the white noise?
We never have a moment where it just shuts off. You know, like nighttime without the internet world. And when you were a kid, it was just like all you could hear was bugs, and you'd be out there with your friends and the sun's going down, and you know you're already in trouble. So you're really not in a hurry to get home. You're just like, I'll just eat the ass chewing at this point. And it's just like, it's gone, man. The world ain't like that no more. And I do kind of miss it. I don't hate it. I'm not the anti-internet person that acts like the internet's evil, because we wouldn't have these cool friends.
Right, exactly. 100% I'm with you on that one.
So
it's just, it's a different, we have to calibrate.
We got to get to a point to where we turn it off sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
And the reason I'm bringing that up is Roku, it may, you know, I don't know what your media habits are, but you may benefit from carving out some time to, especially right now, to not have anything influence you, no sounds. Maybe turn on some of this meditation music is what you can look up if you need something on, but nothing with words, nothing with visual stimulation, nothing that puts you in a certain headspace other than just calm and practice breathing. I know that sounds really cliche, but I've been focusing a lot on that lately, and it's helping me calm down and keep myself grounded. And I'm a person with a high baseline dopamine level. It's like I don't get the sads frequently. I normally choose jazz. There you go. But really, if you can get away with just not anything, it would be a good time to spend some time just don't, and try not to think about anything. And that would be impossible for Ayako. I had to throw
a dart.
I had to throw one dart at her because she has just absolutely pummeled me for being late. I'm getting punished. I deserve it for being late tonight. Didn't mean to mess with your feng shui, but I've been feeling noticeably better about situations that I can't really control or help right now. And it's helping grounding me by listening to this, and try not to have any thoughts and really work on slow breathing, because it's really cool. Here, I'll bring this up to read to you, because I won't be able to explain it as well as our Lord and Savior GPT can. Explain why slow breathing calms you. Because there's real science to this. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'll read it to you. I'll get the narrator voice back on. Our Lord and Savior GPT. I know, that's what that comment was for. All right. Slow breathing. I'll do a different voice, maybe. Slow breathing calms you because it flips your body out of threat mode and back into safety. Here's what's going on under the hood. It talks directly to your nervous system. Your atomic nervous system has two main gears. Autonomic, sorry. Sympathetic, fight or flight, fast heart rate, slow breathing, tense muscles, and the parasympathetic, rest and digestion, slow heart rate, and relaxation. Slow, deep breathing, especially long exhales, stimulates the vagus nerve, which turns up the parasympathetic side. Your body gets the message. we're okay. There's no emergency. Your heart rate literally slows down. When you breathe slowly, your heart rate starts to sync with your breath. A thing called respiratory sinus arrhythmia. This increases heart rate variability, which is strongly linked to feeling calm, emotionally steady, and resilient to stress. It lowers stress hormones. Fast, shallow breathing keeps cortisol and adrenaline high. Slow breathing reduces their release, so your body stops marinating in stress chemicals.
Ooh.
Your brain chills out. Slow breathing increases activity in brain areas involved in attention and emotional control, like the prefrontal cortex, and quiets the amygdala, the brain's alarm system. That's why anxiety feels less loud after a minute or two. It improves oxygen use. Counterintuitively, breathing slower, not deeper or harder, helps your body exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide more efficiently. That stabilizes blood chemistry, which reduces dizziness, panic, and that on the edge feeling. It gives your mind an anchor. Focusing on slow breath pulls attention out of spirals and into the present moment. It's a simple rhythm your brain can latch onto instead of racing thoughts. That's why techniques like 4-6 breathing, box breathing, or just making your exhale longer than your inhale work so fast. You're not thinking yourself calm. You're physically signaling safety, and your mind follows. I do the box breathing. So what that can look like is, I will demonstrate to you now. I sit with quiet or with this music on, a lot of times laying in my bed on my back, my preferred sleeping method. And so you breathe in slow for like 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just keep doing it over and over again. And within a minute, everything is like mega chill. You'll be mega chilled.
I used to have on my Fitbit, you could tap on it and it would have this, it would vibrate on your wrist, but it would also have this circle that would get bigger, telling you to inhale, and then it would stop for a second, and then it would go down, and it was like match your breathing with this, and it would say like inhale, and then like whenever you were supposed to exhale, it would start, bzz, you know, and then you would know to.
Yeah, try that. It works really, really well, man. You got to be in a quiet space if you can get there. And listening to this meditation music or no music, nothing jarring, nothing crazy. Ayako, you'd probably benefit from this as well. I know it seems really silly and you're thinking just breathing. I swear to you, in like 4 rounds of that, you should go longer than 4 rounds. But with 4 rounds of that, you'll be amazed. Side note, I have told you this before, but just in case so that you remember, if you do this like when you're done with the gym, if you go home from your workout and do that and just chill with nothing on or meditation music or something really peaceful going on, right after your workout, you will not crash from your workout because your body's nervous system, these same nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system is engaged because it doesn't know, you know this, okay? Part of your body is aware of this, but not your nervous system. That you weren't just fighting for your life.
Oh, yeah.
That felt like you were fighting for your life, so your body is in that mode. If you immediately remove yourself post-workout, post-tennis match, post-run, post-hike, post-lifting, and you just zone out and meditate for a second with a slow breathing, you won't crash from your workout. because you're signaling to your body, wait a minute.
We're good, bro.
I'm not in danger anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting a bear. Don't feel like thinking. That's a lot of work. You overthink, though, by your own admission. The thinking is you. You are a manifestation of your thoughts. She's not a human. I think she's just a manifestation of creepy thoughts. The rat goes like this. With 7 egg rolls is OD, bro. Napoleon Shanghai. Sent you the... What is that word? Sent you the what message? I can't read for nothing tonight. What's that say? What did he say? I sent you the what message?
I've sent you the failed massage, but I think it's supposed to be message. I sent you the failed message.
Your thoughts are not your own. We could talk about that in a second, because I've had similar thoughts about that. Okay. I understand that I was in the wrong with the coworkers. But to be honest, I miss talking to him. He seems mad, like Monday. He asked me to borrow my tread depth tool, and I said no, that our boss provides them. And he basically begged me to let him borrow it. And I said, no. What, fine? Then he said, after he was done with it and looked around if anyone was near, and said, are you going to answer my question? When I left, because it was not the time nor the place, he called me a fat B word. Your message failed to send. That's... Sorry I laughed. That was...
It was like how you ended that one with, because I read them out of order.
Yes. But that message failed to send. Yeah, man, just let the homie cool off. Okay, you don't have to do this, but this is what I'd be tempted to say. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. There's a possibility I did. I didn't mean to. That doesn't make it better, though. Just because somebody doesn't mean to do something still doesn't make it right. That's a tough pill I had to swallow, because it's true. It doesn't make it right. So if I did something that messed you up, man, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to. I value you as a friend. Let's just back off for a while, you know? Regardless if you want to maintain this connection or not, backing off for a little while is just going to help everybody, I think. Like, if you can not talk to anybody about it, if you can help it, don't. Like at work especially, really. You can talk to us about it. That may not be bad, because we're so far disconnected from it. And none of this will get back to him, right? He ain't going to tune into this.
We only got 2 viewers.
He keeps harassing me at work and off work. Yeah, I get it. That stinks that you guys work together. That's hard to avoid. It's hard to heal with that. Even followed you to the bathroom. Yeah, man, I mean, I would just say, you know, I don't know what happened exactly, but if I hurt you, I'm sorry, and we will just back off for a little bit, and maybe we can still be friends at some point, but bare minimum, you got to kind of take a break from each other and try to keep work as worky as possible without getting too involved. But man, you work together, that's brutal. Always trying to coerce you for money now, finesse you for money. What's the thing there? Rent? Do you want to act like you owe him rent all of a sudden? Unless you had an agreement to pay him rent, I probably wouldn't give him any money. But if you owe him money for something and it's legitimate, you might
Get that out of there.
You might want to make that right. But if you don't, like, don't let him pressure you into giving him money. Money for letting your cat stay with him? Yeah, that seems like a weird, like, yeah, I wouldn't give him money. It seems like a weird version. Unless, like, you came to an agreement about, I'd pay you some kind of rent. I mean, you got to kind of stick to your word there. But if there was no agreement on money, that asking for it later seems kind of just...
Yeah, that's no good.
Vindictive. Gotcha. So as long as you paid for those things, I don't see any reason you should owe him any more money.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you owe him money, because you agreed to pay for those things that didn't yet, yeah, you still might owe him the money, but... Oh, you do owe him money? I mean, yeah, if you can, I'd make that right if you legitimately owe him money. Oh, no, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying now. No, you did pay for what you paid for, and then insurance took care of the rest. Okay, yeah, you don't owe him money. Yeah, man, don't give him any money then. If there's no money, it's supposed to be exchanged. Can't spell. Nah, I feel you, Playboy. Yeah, depending on how much you value this connection, you either just let it go completely or walk away, or give him one final piece where you're like, listen, man, I'm kind of confused, but if I messed it up, I didn't mean to, and regardless, let's take a break for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, nobody's gonna sue nobody over cat bills, but tell him, yeah, man, I don't owe you money or something. You know, you gotta kind of stand up for yourself there. Maybe he thinks he can bully you. You know, if you got a bully tendency, bullies usually just need you to stand up to him. Some people just make you fight them, like not necessarily fist fight them, but make you stand up to him. Gotcha. Yeah, you were there when you were there for him, and he's not returning that. Like I said, we only have one side of the story. I'm not even saying you're wrong. We just have one side of the story. It's hard to give you a full picture of that, but going off what we do know, just give him one more, this is how it is, man. I didn't mean it like that.
That's better.
I wouldn't still mind being friends, but regardless, you guys got to take like a time out and just like let everything reset and try your best not to let work work getting away either. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how that car is not suspended. Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's not touching the lift. It's got to be pressing on some other part of the frame, right? Levitating. It's got to be touching on some other part of the frame, right?
Yeah.
You see it though? It's
Yeah.
It's not on the lift. It's got to be touching something somewhere.
It's like rusting on the middle or something.
It looks crazy though. Pinch weld. Yeah, that's trippy looking for sure. That's awesome. Scared as balls. So Ayako, explain yourself. What do you mean your thoughts aren't your own? I've had a similar thought, so I'm curious on what your brain came up with. Our minds are just a complex mix of influences. Here's where I came up with this one time. Like when you come up with a really good idea or solution to something, inspiration randomly strikes. Where did that come from? You go, oh yeah, that's it. Like how does that happen? Like an arrow shot into your brain. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like a solution comes up. Now, I have heard some explanations that your brain is in processing things subconsciously often, and it can pop up, but still, that's wild.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like a dart shoots into your head out of nowhere, and now you have the right thing to say or the right thing to do.
I need to stop bringing it up until I can go back and read it and connect A to B properly. But I've told you before, that there's some vein of this that St. Augustine connects to being divine. Proof of the divine is because his argument that he regresses into is when you ask me a question and I say I forgot, I know I don't know the answer and I can't produce it to you, but I know I once knew it. So I didn't really forget it because I know it's there and I know it, but I just can't reproduce. And like he goes down this logical rabbit hole of that thought and basically it comes out kind of where you're at, I think. But I need to read it again sometime. Unless...
Okay, I didn't prompt it well enough to try to give it anything. It's talking about something completely different. He says the concrete truths, and the examples it gave was 2 + 2 = 5. Oh, here, fine, I'll just read this. Everybody probably likes my narrator voice anyways.
Let's go. Aika's drawn right now.
Live?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. We judge things by standards that don't change. Example, 2 + 2 = 5. Always, everywhere. Justice is better than injustice. Truth is better than falsehood. These truths aren't physical objects and don't depend on anyone's opinion. These truths are superior to the human mind. We do not invent them, we discover them. Even if everyone denies a mathematical truth, it remains true. So they are products of individual or collective human thinking.
Did you say 2 + 2 = 5?
2 + 3.
Okay, because they're both freaking out because they heard 2 + 2 = 5.
I may have accidentally said that, but I meant 2 + 3.
Okay. I knew that I interrupted you, but we had lost the chat. So.
I may have. My bad. I am running off of like 4 hours of sleep. And I got another late night tonight. I'll be useless tomorrow, more so than normal. Let me continue. But we somehow have access to these truths. Our minds can recognize these truths, even though they are universal, necessary, and timeless. Therefore, they must exist in a higher, eternal intellect. Augustine argues that these truths exist in the mind of God. Our knowing them is possible because God illuminates the human intellect, allowing us to see truth. Much like light allows the eye to see objects. Conclusion. There exists an eternal, unchanging, rational source of truth. God. Divine illumination. The key mechanism. Augustine borrows from Plato, but Christianizes it. Plato. We recall eternal forms. Augustine. God actively enables knowledge. God isn't giving you new information moment by moment. Rather, God is the condition that makes truth intelligible at all. Without God, Augustine thinks, certainty collapses into skepticism. A simpler way to say it, if unchanging truth exists and we can know it, then something eternal and perfect must ground it. That something is God. Related Augustinian arguments. From degrees of being and goodness, some things are better, truer, or more beautiful than others. More and less imply a maximum perfect being and goodness, which is God. From inner certainty, Kagero style.
Ooh.
Even if I doubt everything, I cannot doubt that I exist as a thinking being. This self-awareness points beyond self to a source of truth and being. What makes Augustine's approach distinctive, it's inward, not cosmological. It starts from uncertainty, not motion or causation. God is not a hypothesis added later. God is the precondition of knowing anything at all. Common criticisms. Some argue eternal truths can exist abstractly without God. Others say evolution and cognitive science explains our access to logic and math. Augustine replies, explanations of how we think don't explain why truth is binding and necessary.
Attaboy.
Excellent.
The turtle of time all the way down.
The turtle of time.
That was a good Super NES game.
Does anybody remember the old Always Sunny in Philadelphia clip where Mac is arguing against science?
Made everybody look like a bitch again.
Does chat know this?
That's one of the funny.
It's so funny. I'm about to play it, honestly.
Nope, he said.
Oh, here we go, dude.
Science is a liar sometimes. Nuh-uh, Ika said. This is the funniest.
Oh, they're both going to like this. I'm glad we get to show this to them. This is great.
It's like the perfect...
Finish, guys!
I'm so happy to watch this. I haven't seen this in so long.
Yeah, this is worth watching. Okay, let me turn this down because it's loud.
Finished. Now, this is all about making myself credible in your eyes again, and I'm going to do that by admitting that evolution is a lie!
God damn you, Mac!
Yes, please do, Mac. Now, as you can see, this is the evolution meter, and I put God, the creator of everything, on the right side, and evolution on the left. I went ahead and put you guys all on the fence, because of course you're going to hear out my
Actually, just start where I
Hold
would
on,
start.
bear with the old man.
No matter, I'm righteous. I'm not going to stand
I
here,
love how it
present
Damn
some
it.
doesn't matter.
egghead
I'm righteous.
scientific argument based on fact. I'm just a regular dude. I like to drink beer, you know, I love my family. Rock, flag, and eagle, right, Charlie? He's got a point. No, he doesn't. See, Charlie, these liberals are trying to assassinate my character. I can't change their mind. I won't change my mind, because I don't have to, because I'm an American. I won't change my mind on anything, regardless of the facts that are set out before me. I'm dug in, and I'll never change.
Mac, look, you're wasting our time. You're not going to get us to not believe in evolution.
And why is that?
Because the smartest scientists in the entire world all agree that it's real.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because, Mr. Reynolds, science is a liar sometimes. This
It's absurd, but it's also a little bit true.
Right.
thought to be the smartest man on the planet. He believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, and everybody believed him because he was so smart. Until another smartest guy came around, Galileo, and he disproved that theory, making Aristotle and everybody else on Earth look like a bitch. Of course,
I love his face.
Galileo then
Yeah.
thought comets were an optical illusion, and there's no way that the moon could cause the ocean's tides. Everybody believed that because he was so smart. He was also wrong, making him and everyone else on Earth look like a bitch again. And then, best of all, Sir Isaac Newton gets born and blows everybody's nips off with his big brains. Of course, he also thought he could turn metal into gold and died eating mercury, making him yet another stupid bitch. Are you seeing a pattern?
No.
Mr. Reynolds, these were all the smartest scientists on the planet. Only problem is, they kept being wrong. Sometimes.
This is insane, you fool!
I'm a fool because I have more faith in the saints that wrote the Bible?
Yeah, because you just read the words of a bunch of guys that you never met, and you just take it on faith that everything they wrote was true.
And what makes you think what your scientists are writing is any more truer than my saints?
Because there are volumes of proven data, numbers, figures. There are fossil records.
Oh, fossil records. I didn't even think about the fossil records. I guess I'll concede. Oh, wait, one more thing before I do, Mr. Reynolds. Have you seen these fossil records?
Have I?
Huh? Have you poured through the data yourself? The numbers, the figures?
Well, no. No.
Oh, interesting. So let me get this straight, Mr. Reynolds. You get your information from a book written by men you've never met, and you take their words as truth based on a willingness to believe, a desire to accept, a leap of, dare I say it, faith?
Come on. Look, I don't even know how I'm supposed to respond to that. Like, come on. That's a false equivalency.
Just answer the question, Mr. Reynolds.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I rest my case.
Oh, that got me. Yeah.
There's a random guy sitting in there.
Yeah, all right.
Because they just do this in the middle of a bar during the day. They all work at that bar.
You actually don't believe in evolution anymore?
I don't know. He created a reasonable doubt. He makes you sound like a stupid science bitch.
Oh my god.
See, all right, we'll see what the chat reaction was.
Okay, we'll pull that down. We'll go back to the mainstream.
That's what, to me, that's what good comedy is, because it doesn't matter what side of the actual topic, you were respected and hit with a dart at the same time.
It's pretty funny because
And that's funny. Like,
I understand what he's making fun of, like people like us that argue against evolution.
yeah.
But at the same time, he actually kind of didn't do too bad of a job.
Right, showing the, like,
It's not entirely absurd.
yeah. Man, that's what's fun. Like, when the bit where he's like, I'm not going to change my mind, regardless of the facts that are put in front. Like,
Exactly.
he's making fun of, like, basically everybody, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that whole that whole thing's funny, and that's what good comedy is you bring up a topic and you respect both sides of that topic, but at the same time, you throw shade at both sides of that topic, and that makes it funny.
And also to do that, which is a skill that's missing nowadays, is you have to actually fully understand both viewpoints.
Very true, yeah. Because I'm an American. Rock, flag, and eagle, right, Charlie? He has a point.
Flag and eagle.
No, he doesn't. Like,
No, he doesn't.
he's got a point.
No, I mean, on the subject of evolution, I have a decent pushback on that usually by the time I get done explaining it to somebody, they're kind of like, oh, okay, well, all right. And then that one time, I don't know if I've ever explained this to the chat. I know I've explained this to you that time that my buddies that didn't necessarily believe in this stuff, and I would debate them every now and then, actually made me go to a bar and talk to a scientist. Ever tell you that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. He was just a grad student.
Yeah.
But we sat there and had a pretty good debate, and I got the guy to concede in a bar. Eventually, the people at the bar, dude, it's hilarious. I just realized we had that actual thing, but I wasn't saying science was a bitch. I let him do his thing. I let him do his spiel. I said, man, I really appreciate that. I go, but will you maintain intellectual honesty? And he was so arrogant in the beginning. And he's like, of course, I'm the one that went to grad school for, I forgot even what it was for. He goes, and I'm going to have my PhD in this stuff. And he's like, you're a layman. And he's like, and I'm basically here to just like kind of disprove you because you were supposed to be the guy that knew this stuff. And I go, I'm just a pencil neck, nerd that just likes this stuff. And I said, I'm not really trying to prove you wrong. I'm just trying to bring up another side of this. And it started with the fossil record, just like he talked about. I go, be intellectually honest. Does it exist in nature the way that it does in the textbook?
Rose cooked.
And he Yes, he was. And he sat there and he looked at me. And this was when his tone immediately shifted from being condescending to, uh-oh. You could see the look in his face. Because this is the first gotcha. And I'm going to look this up while I talk about this because I used to know more exacts about this.
While you look that up, too, that's my biggest thing is like...
I'm not going to look this up, but keep going.
Then go ahead.
No. You good to go.
I was just going to say, my biggest thing with any debate is I don't like when people are like, there's no question that you can have that this is correct and there's nothing even close there. You can question everything.
It's it's a version of the false dilemma fallacy, where I'm going to present to you that if you either agree with me or you're a stupid idiot.
Right.
And it's like, well, that's a false dilemma. I can even believe in evolution, but have serious questions. Now, I throw it a doubt. I throw a doubt on that, and we're going to get there. So I ask him, and the honest answer to it is no. The fossil record does not exist. What is this? Bro, gotta pick another major.
He's going into business now.
The fossil record doesn't exist in the way that it's presented in a textbook anywhere in nature. Now, I am going to be very fair and say that they have found segments of it in the sedimentary layers that they postulate. They have found parts of it, but that has never been found in its totality the way that it's given to you in a biology textbook. That was my point. It's a cartoon. The way that you present the fossil record, sure, they found this segment in the right order in this one part of the earth. And then from there, they say this is likely how the order goes. But what I'm trying to get you to say is that while that's compelling, it's not as concrete as you're trying to hit me over the head with, was my point. Because it doesn't exist. Also, they find it out of order, but that's a whole different thing. The other thing that threw a wrench for it, I didn't mention this, but they have found fossilized trees that shoot up through these layers, being like, how in the hell did that happen? Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I mean, not even to get into this kind of stuff, but that happens all the time. They are now finding stars that are supposedly older than what they say the age of the entire universe from Big Bang is. So like, okay, well, where did that come from?
Exactly. And how did the light get
So there's
here?
Constantly new information getting poked around.
That's what he means by science is a bitch.
Yeah.
It changes, like new information.
That's what it's supposed to do, too. Like, it's supposed to adapt. That's why making people feel stupid for questioning it, I think, is stupid.
Exactly, because it's anti-science.
Yeah, that's anti-science. You're supposed to always question this stuff.
So
that's science.
So the other thing, too, is this is a point that people will argue you with. And he did push back a little bit on this, but I still was like, listen, we're going to have to agree to disagree after a very long, drawn-out discussion about this. But science is you have to observe it. You have to come up with a hypothesis. You have to observe it. You have to repeat it and test it. I think I messed that up a little bit, but just for the sake of the speed of the
You gotta bop it, twist it, pull it.
Exactly. So you have to say, okay, we think this is going to happen. Let's observe that this is happening. Now we need to repeat that, and then we need to test it to poke holes in it. So it's not just a one-off. Like, did we just accidentally fluke ourselves to a truth? So you have to test that truth. So again, let me say that. You come up with a hypothesis. We think this happens. Now we have to observe that this happens. Then you have to make it happen again. Then you have to start testing to make it wrong. You have to falsify it, essentially. Mm-hmm. You can't do that with evolution. He didn't like that. He kept pushing back and back and back, but my point stands. You can't observe it to the degree that you're going to make me believe I came from a chimp.
Right.
It's not going to happen. Then we talked about the intellectual sleight of hand that I thought it was, that they say, oh yeah, but you're like 98% similar to a chimp. Which now they find out that's not even close to being true. Yeah. But I said, will you tell us the truth about that 2% difference and how much actual DNA exists in that? And he goes, well, what do you mean? And I go, tell us the truth about how much DNA difference that is in that 2%. Because we're also like 80% banana or something weird like that.
I think what was it, the same as a chimp, the percentage?
I think at one point it was like 98%.
Yeah, because I think it's in the 90s for the banana too.
So how much genetic information? That's what I was trying to get him to be honest about. And he eventually kind of conceded on that. But what I got him on big time was, and this is my ace in a hole that I love to use, is that have we observed any onward, upward evolution? And he goes, of course we have. I go, what is our actual observed pattern through our DNA? And he goes, what are you getting at? I go, we pass down, I'm going to simplify it, 100 beneficial mutations to our children. We give them 200 near neutral or detrimental mutations. So 2 parents give the possibility of you have 200 beneficial mutations and 400 near neutral or detrimental mutations. And he was definitely silent on this one. Because I know this, because I've gotten a lot of people with this one. And they go, that's what we've observed in our actual DNA. What's the answer to that? The concept is called genetic entropy. You can look at it. Dr. Jonathan Sanford, co-inventor of the gene gun, and a guy that's responsible for basically saving the third world through GMOs, genetically modified organisms, foods. He's a Christian. He came up with this, and it's not refuted. It's never been refuted. We actually see a pattern of a degradation in our DNA is the only thing we observe. So if science is about what you are currently observing, we don't observe the passing on of enough positive DNA traits to show that we are actually evolving. And he just kind of really got quiet. He's like, yeah, man, I don't know a lot about that. I'm going to have to look into it. But he's like, yeah, no, you end up getting some pretty good points. And everybody was just stunned. And then when everybody kind of fizzled away and started listening to the karaoke music again, or the jukebox music and drinking, he was like, very quietly, because his pride wouldn't let him do it in front of everybody, he sat close to me, he bought me a beer. He's like, hey, man, he's like, I was ready to disrespect you. He's like, but I've got a lot of respect for you. And he's like, that was very challenging. And the dude was never the same. I only met him one other time after that, and he never looked at me or talked to me the same ever again.
That's funny.
Because it was and I wasn't trying to beat him. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to be like, quit treating me like an idiot because I question whether or not we came from a monkey the way that you say we did.
That's all I'm saying.
There can be another way where you see, so what do we just snap into existence? And I'm like, yeah, but you believe that too. It's called the Big Bang. Unless you don't believe that, then you've got something different going on. But it's like Richard Dawkins himself believes we were seeded by aliens. Bro, so we were created by an
intelligently designed? Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes they said, well, humans need to intervene now. One guy, the only solution I've heard given to genetic entropy was humans need to now intervene and progress evolution forward. And I say, that's intelligent design. You're not supposed to have to help evolution. It's supposed to have occurred on its own. Ah. Anyways, I think we lost them.
Yep.
They're gone. No, Ayako's there, probably just drawing and being bored.
What time is it?
9:20. Always here. Heck yeah. Roku fell asleep. Or he might have gone to Del Taco.
Come to Del Taco. We got free shavakadu. I was scrolling on Pinterest. Always here. Oh.
But yeah, no, back to the thoughts, because I thought that too. I like to give credit to God for my good ideas, and when I started doing that, I get more good ideas. So, are you done?
Not really. I'm just taking a break from looking at it occasionally. Right, Ayako? Yep.
Is that not Cavill?
No, it is.
It is?
Supposed to be.
I'm not looking at your thing. I'm looking at your reference. Oh, I see his face now. It took me a second on the screen to notice.
I'm doing laundry.
Heck yeah, bro. Staying fresh, staying clean.
Dude, I I didn't want to, but I ended up caving because a bunch of guys from my office did it. But the one guy has a fundraiser for his son's Boy Scout troop, not team. And it's the Pinewood Derby race or whatever.
Nice.
So I did it, and like everybody made goofy cars and stuff like that. But I made the car look like the box the car comes in. So mine was literally a block, but I carved into it with a Dremel tool, like the flaps of the box on the ends, and even I painted even the little sliver of them like brown cardboard.
That's dope.
And then I painted the entire thing to look like the logos and stuff that are printed on top of the box. And I won most creative.
That's dope.
There was a good one though that one guy made that looked like a stick of Land O'Lakes butter, and it was basically the same concept, but he actually put like paper on the ends of it.
I won the style in mine too, because mine wasn't a good racer, but the style was cool. I made a Lamborghini. I carved a Lamborghini. Nice. I still have it. It's upstairs in the kids' room.
I told him next year, I want to see it. I told him next year that, so I saw a lot of the guys made the fast cars, and what they did is they made them essentially just a small flat piece. Uh-huh. And I was like, dude, I'm doing that next year, but I'm painting mine to look like a Home Depot lumber cart. Make it flat like that, and then put the like posts on it. It's like, that would be so funny.
That would be.
Also, I'm messaging a girl who invited me out for Valentine's Day.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Roku.
Uh-oh. That dude be getting dates.
Dude, you do get a lot of dates.
I don't like this rock.
Oh, sorry, I don't like that rock either.
Robert.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
Oh, okay. I'll just...
Fixins.
Got some of them fixins.
Fixins. I'll never clean your fixins again.
I like the one where he goes, how long you been with her?
It's so...
Let's see. Bro's getting the girls. I've known her for about 2 years. That's a solid... I'm a big fan of knowing people before. I've done both. I've known people for a little bit and then started a relationship, and then I've also... Girl just gave me her number, and I was like, all right, let's go on a date, I guess.
Yeah.
And I prefer knowing the person. It's easier.
Any conversation I've had with the Overlord GPT about this stuff, it says that is always basically the foundation for the healthiest connection. It just unequivocally says that is the slow burn, knowing each other, being friends for an extended period of time before anything pops off is just the better connection formed. So, okay, we'll talk about, she says, bro, spends all day with GPT. Sometimes it'd be doing that. I like it better than just generic internet searches. Otherwise, I would just be searching for the same information on the internet. I use it like a search engine, basically.
Same. That's what I get. People kind of mock me a little bit for my use of it, but I'm like, I would Google this stuff. I'm just using the Google that I can be like, where did you find this? What is it?
Exactly.
Like, why are you putting this and this together?
Oh, jeez. Japan inside China, or is... Is she blind? Thinks Japan is inside China. If I had a second brain, it would die of loneliness.
Dude, I like somebody said they had a dad from like Nigeria or something, and he was like, wisdom chases her, but she is faster.
She was faster. Great. That's great, dude. Wisdom chases her, but she is faster. No, sadly. Forgot I was going to mention something that we had a conversation about. I was going to bring it up on here, and it slipped my mind. Goo goo gaga. I don't know if you all see the goo goo gaga. You see it? Mints. Bro, those little chocolate Andes mints. Did you see the goo goo gaga? Goo goo gaga. Do you guys know what that is? Have you seen those ridiculous memes? The tinfoil Santa Claus goo goo gagas?
Don't look anything like Henry Cavill, dude. I want to burn this with 1,000 torches.
Yeah, do you see the goo goo gaga? The kids made one and just left it sitting here. Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. Forgot what I was gonna say. We had a compelling discussion about something. It was kind of God related. Talking about emotions. Was it stemmed from that conversation? I think it might have been. Where I was realizing that thing about negative emotions. Once you said this, you took it in a little bit of a different direction than I was going, but you totally understood my original premise, by the way.
Okay.
Absolutely understood my original premise. And I don't even remember what it was. About, that you're thinking. I think that the rational thinker, the person that prides themselves on being solely rational, you can't escape the factor of there's an emotional component to the thought process that you have. If anything, the emotional component is at least the initiator. The bare minimum. I don't see how you can escape that. From there, you might be able to make the argument that I'm acting from that point forward rationally. But from the launching point, I don't think that you can escape the fact that the thought has an emotional initiation. You see what I'm getting at there with my original premise, which kind of led me to believe that the person that prides themselves on being solely rational. Now, I know that I often get categorized, and I even kind of portray myself as a more rational person. I also don't get that arrogant with trying to escape emotion. But I do know some people that are like that. And that's what led me to that idea, where it's like, man, there's far more emotion to even the most rational train of thought than you are willing to allow to be true. And we need to come to that conclusion. And that's when you said, well, yeah, because we were created by God with emotions. And that's what made me realize why I was having this train of thought that I couldn't really grasp separately, which I didn't even mean to think about, but you made it pop back into my brain, which is, you got to get rid of the negative emotions. It's inescapable, but you shouldn't let them take root, and they shouldn't be your default mode of thinking. And the only things that I could come up with for a solution with this was kind of pathologizing it always, like coming up with a guru-ish, pop psychology-ish kind of answer. And I was like, man, I'm not satisfied by this. I'm still not satisfied by this. And then when you brought up, well, God created us as emotional beings, it's kind of the purpose of the fact that the reason it exists is because of love, which is our favorite emotion, really. So yeah, there it is right there, right? Proof in the pudding. The creation and the thing that makes us a human is this expression of love. Sure, there's a lot of other emotions and things go with that. That gets me to be like, okay, so since I believe in the concept of creation and that humans were once in a state of not sinning, where pain wasn't really a thing, where turmoil, so that means therefore negative emotions weren't part of the original design, because they wouldn't exist. If you didn't have suffering, if you didn't have pain, if you didn't get hungry, if you didn't bleed.
That view of pre-fall is very Augustinian.
Yeah. Then
I will say, I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't subscribe to that. I have a different take on it, but it doesn't. I just think it's really interesting that a lot of the times when you talk about some of your philosophies, they line up with a lot of Augustine stuff.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough is I really haven't read them, but my mom would even say that about me sometimes. But I mean, to me, for sure, it seems like it makes perfect sense to me. If you believe in the sinless state, then the negative emotions don't have a base.
Right.
So then moving forward from that is your default state. You need to do your best at keeping your mind clean, because you're not supposed to be there. But what I want to be careful with, and I'm going to create a caveat for, is you cannot become, I don't know what the right word is. There's a word for it, but I can't think of it right now. You don't want to become like escapism, or what do you call it when you just kind of like, when you kind of like pretend like it's okay and it's not. I can't think of, there's a word for that.
Aloof, maybe?
Not quite. That's more like being unaware. Close though. It's like purposefully, like, you know it's bad, but you're gonna gaslight yourself into being like, this is good.
Oh, I gotcha.
Anyways. And you don't allow the fact that, like, wait a minute, man, you gotta feel the pain. You gotta feel it. Suffering is a choice. Pain is inevitable. Right? But I can't remember, there's a term for it. It's like a toxic goodness vibe. I can't think of it right now. We're just gonna go with that. But it's like you can be toxically, you can have this fake, fabricated, phony, mask-wearing version of I don't feel or think anything bad. That cannot be what it is, and I want to make that very clear. But I think we need to process, digest, handle, get our negative emotions out of the way as soon as we can. Don't let the sun set on your anger. That's what Proverbs says. Because I don't think we're supposed to be there. We aren't naturally designed to carry that energy. So you should train yourself to default to patterns of positivity. And you kind of got to have like a fake it till you make it vibe with that for a while.
I was watching something where they were talking about how it is proven that if you force yourself to think positively about things, you'll see things positively more often.
And this is where the manifestation thing comes in. And I think that there's actually a degree of truth, not to the extent that the woo-woo people give it, okay? I'm going to also offer that caveat. But I do believe that there is enough truth in the principle of manifestation that stems from what you just pointed out. Because when you think ill of a person or a situation, you subconsciously bleed this out around you and onto them. And whether or not we want to act like somebody can't notice that, they feel it. Learning more about women intentionally in the last several years has made me realize that is a very good place to be like, that's true. Because women seem to have a very, very, very strong natural intuition when it comes to this. And so when you go into the situation thinking, oh, you know, she's just this, she's just that, she thinks this, she thinks that, and then she kind of reflects that back onto you, and then you're like, yeah, see, I was justified in that.
This is like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Basically.
Right? Whereas if you went into it with a little bit of a different energy, you would have given off of a different energy, and it may have changed what ended up happening. Not always, but I think that there's a degree of truth in that.
Ekos has said, men's are so good, and I think so. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I feel so bad about it.
You know, I was looking at it a little bit.
Okay.
You kind of do draw that into it, because when I'm in a pissy mood, you especially learn this when you have kids. The kids respond to that. But when you have a chipper, vibrant mood, they respond to that. So we pick this energy up. I think what it is that we bleed our internal world out in our mannerisms, in the tone of our voice, in the way our eyes move or don't move, in the way that we hold eye contact or we don't hold eye contact, how we arrange the sentences that we say, and how they land, and all these different little things. I think we subconsciously, like when you're annoyed with a person, you kind of are short with them, whether you try to be or not. Mm-hmm. They pick up on this. Like you could just tell when the guy on the football team's pissed off at you. Mm-hmm. And then eventually you go, what's your deal, dude? Mm-hmm. That kind of energy. And so you can kind of manifest your reality to a degree. And this also works with if you feel really needy about a person, or you want, or you have a longing for a person, they can also sense that too. Especially women seem to be able to sense this. And they do not like that energy from a guy. Needy, clingy energy. Mm-hmm. That is not a thing they like to experience. And that bleeds off onto you also, into the world around you. So the reason I bring that up is because a component of manifestation is removing yourself from the outcome, kind of stating to yourself and whatever higher power you believe in very cleanly and clearly, this is what I want, and then making sure now you're also going to state to yourself that I'm removing myself from the desired outcome. And then the theory is that when you finally let it go, it comes in. And I try not to lean too far on the woo-woo stuff, but man, when I really honestly take inventory of the things that happened to myself, when I gave up on my music and put it on the back burner for a while, all of a sudden the band that I joined that took me to play in Europe twice called me. And I thought I was done. And they just called me up and said, hey, we know who you are. We want you to join. Awesome. Like I was no longer trying to grab for it. I was no longer trying to go after it.
Dude, I freaking suck at drawing.
And when that happened, it came to me. Uh-oh, what happened over there?
This doesn't look anything like Henry Cavill.
It doesn't. I hate to say that to you, but I'm also not going to lie to you.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. I did everything exactly as I was supposed to. Measured it meticulously. It might be. It's his eyes. Just something's off with his eyes. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Stop doing that. No.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you might be beating yourself up a little bit too much here. Let me peep game, and then we'll let Aya.
It looks like I drew Henry Cavill from memory, which is annoying because I didn't.
in my unprofessional opinion, this is where my eye is drawn to real heavily right now.
All right.
Something here.
I'm thinking now that I'm back here, I might have his jaw wrong.
Okay, that's the second thing I was going to mention. Something here though, like.
But the thing is, like, even if you just cover all that and you just look at his eyes don't really. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Do you know what I basically my layman ass does with this thing?
What?
Is I love to play those games where you match where the thing is wrong, and
yeah,
that's what I kind of try to do. Okay. What I notice, because I don't think you're wrong here either. It feels like he's looking this way.
Yeah.
Your thing feels like it's looking
at me.
Or almost.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this guy is looking this. He's looking here.
Yeah.
And I think that
might be what's throwing it off.
Also, I still really think there's something going on.
Something with the jaw, lip, like mandible area.
There's something going on here with the lip. This lip here. You didn't necessarily do this wrong, but I feel like it's deceptively wider.
Like I said, bring me the reference to.
I'll leave him alone in a second. The layman. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's something like this seems his mouth is this, his lip area is this, but there's something going on here with the. I guess it is the jaw or something.
It's got to be the jaw or something.
That gives me the perception that this is wider than the way that you've represented it. Okay, I'll get out of the way. That's my 2 cents. It looks like he's looking a different direction, and something with a lip jaw. Because I don't think you messed the eyes up entirely. But this face looks like it's looking at me.
Yeah. That's the right width, or the right distance from each other. The mouth. Let's see, punch it on each side. Mouth should be a little teeny bit wider. Not much, but a little bit, which matters. But let's see the jaw. What did I do? Let's see if that's not the right side. No, well, maybe just a hair short, like thinner. That might be it. It just needs to be like a hair.
Like the bottom of his face needs to be a little bit wider and
like a little bit more in, actually, is what it's measuring out as. Here, I will show you.
You might have to pick him up and move him towards the...
Oh, okay. I was doing it the dumb way. Here is my Henry Cavill.
I'm going to see if the lighting is good enough.
How's that look? I can't see. Okay.
There you go. It actually looks better on the webcam. Well, so there's something about the perspective.
But this is him.
That isn't coming on the webcam as good as a representation.
From here it's really whitewashed, but...
Yeah, right? Hold on a minute.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can find that same picture.
Or I'll send it to her on Discord.
That.
Where's Roku? Is he still doing...
Laundry, probably. Do that.
All right, I'm going to send it to her on Discord. What? There's my Henry Cavill. And the reference photo I'm using. I hate it. My bad, I'm listening to y'all. No, I just wanted to make sure you were alive, dude. I figured you was listening. Just letting you know I'm still aware.
Dial.
Yeah.
They called him Dial at work, not Kyle with a K.
They didn't just
Dial.
call it to me. They wrote it on a PowerPoint and displayed it to other people at work.
Designed by Dial Durrell. Oh, I just actually doxed you.
Yeah, his eyes are looking. Maybe that's because no.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my assessment.
Something's wrong with his lips, his jaw area.
There's something wrong with his lip, jaw area, and it looks like, I don't know that you messed his eyes up necessarily, as it is that it looks like he's looking a different direction.
Yeah. Which shouldn't mess up the likeness that much.
Also, too, is there things around this that are giving it a perception? Is there a possibility that the color is skewing the way that we're perceiving?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like his hair's dark right now. I'm gonna go back in with a white, like with that white paint pen that I've been using, the Sharpie one. I just didn't bring it, and I'm gonna do the highlights in his hair, which is gonna bring his hair forward a lot.
You know what? I just don't. I don't have my mic on. Oh, he's got antsy and started shadow boxing. Oh, she got him some gifts and said he'll be happy.
Nice. Yeah, I think you're right, Ayako. You and John. It's the chin lip area right now that's messed up.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? Tear it to pieces and start over.
Are you?
Yeah.
So here's a little sidebar here. Dudes typically be acting like having long hair is like some kind of a feminine thing, but why do all the badass old school movies and characters all have long hair?
Dude, I'm so even though he's not gonna have long hair necessarily for it, I'm so happy he's the one that's starring in the remake of Highlander.
It makes sense. The more I learn about him, the more I think he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, got to guard ourselves from negative emotions. I'm trying to get better at it. And there is, again, I'm going to reiterate that there is a fake it till you make it vibe, fake it till you make it element to that, where you feel slightly dishonest with yourself until you can be honest with yourself in processing that. Suffering is a choice. Pain is inevitable.
What gift did you get a Roku? I'm listening to you. I didn't want Roku to not feel like we were ignoring
Oh,
her.
he got her a gift too?
He's having a side quest chat about his lady. What'd you get her?
She said she has ADHD. Would you get her some Adderalls, some Addies?
I just want to rolly with a devil wrench. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if this mouth is right. It should be like that. Ayako and Roku, by the way, since we're chatting, have you guys ever watched an anime called Hell's Paradise? No. Yes, Roku. Okay. Dude, I think that is one of my new favorite animes. Super cool. Since it came out, dude, I just picked it up literally like 4 days ago and binged the whole thing.
Well, it's new, so it's not even all the way out.
No, it's all the way out. It's just until bro watches One Piece, Ayako said. I did just admit that I'm basically doing anything except watching everything except watching One Piece. No, I guess it's been out for like a year maybe or two, but they just started releasing the second season of it, which is why it popped up in my recommended.
Okay.
And so then I was like, oh, okay, it's only got like 14 episodes, and it's pretty highly, everybody's talking about it, so I was like, I'll give it a chance.
One Piece.
It's real. Ayako, are you part of the group of people that's like, dude, if the One Piece is like the friendship that we made along the way, I'm going to be mad? Or are you going to be like, hey, that's a good plot point? No, it can't be. Yeah, Roku, they just released like the first three or four episodes of season 2. So it's pretty dope. I just want that rolly with a dab of ranch. Kyle, what genre of anime do you like? Not gonna lie, dude, I don't know how to answer that question. For I don't necessarily like fight animes or adventure ones or those weird ones where people get reincarnated. But I don't hate them either. So I'll watch pretty much everything.
They're talking to us.
I've got Peak to share. And don't sing that song and get it stuck in my head. Bro, you gotta watch ReZero. Those are what you don't like. Romance, you gotta watch Hormaya. For action, you gotta watch A Terror in Residence. And for something sad, you gotta watch Takopi Original Sin. I've heard Original Sin's really good. It's the one where the guy gets reincarnated. I know you said you don't prefer it. It's so good. ReZero, you gotta watch it. In fact, they're coming out with a new season this year. I always get confused with ReZero, and I think it's like Fate Stay Night and all that, because I think they have... Got the manga in Japanese. I gotta get back up on... I started reading Vagabond and then I fell off and I haven't picked it back up again. Well, I was telling John, I was like, the period of time between Christmas and spring where there's not really any holidays, there's not much going on, it's cold, it's dark, you can't do anything outside. I'm pretty much in the zone of work, home, gym, home, work, home, gym, home. You know what I mean? Like I'm in that rut right now. So it's a really good time to just before bed watch like 2 or 3 episodes of something or play a video game for an hour and a half and then go to bed. And so that's when this is the time of the year that I really like diving into good narratives and stories and all that kind of stuff. So I just finished the Witcher 3, which I had never played, and I thought the storylines for that were so good. Fire Force is getting crazy. That season's updating. But that Hell's Paradise is really cool.
Is you done over there?
I'm done. I changed the jawline and everything like that, but I think I just, at this point, I don't know, maybe I could erase it. I don't know, I can't because I inked the eyes.
Well, chat, I don't think I got anything else to talk about. Kyle.
All day, every day. Kyle,
Don't give up.
I've given up.
I'm giving up too. I gotta go to bed soon, so you guys know what time it is.
And just like that.
Just like that. The old men turned it in.
I love Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is probably a top 5 for me. Old men have been sleepy the last few streams. It's called seasonal depression and it affects millions of Americans.
It's called SAD.
Yeah.
It is.
Seasonal affective disorder.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's called SAD. I'm just tired because I was up late last night for no good reason. And now I'm up late again. So I'll be real tired tomorrow. You can hear it in my voice. When I get tired, my voice gets
real deep.
It gets all crispy.
Sounds like Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. Can't get enough of your love, babe.
I'm up late every night. Yeah, you are, Echo. Does energy drinks put you all to sleep? If I drink too many of them, I will drink one and fall asleep, but I haven't made that mistake in a while. Because I used to drink like 3, maybe more, a day.
The half-life of caffeine is insane, so I try not to drink PM caffeine, although I had some today.
Yeah. Did you sleep during class? She said, yeah. I slept in geometry today, she said.
Oh my gosh.
He got you.
Until next time, 2 streams. Not this one, but the next one will be our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah. See you later, old pals, like I said.